Warner Bros. Games revenue plummets 48%. In quarter one, as fallout from Sweet Baby Inc. failure continues. Monolith closed, executives ousted, and no new games in sight. So you know the story of what happened with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Didn't do great, lost them some money, people generally hated it. But let's see what this article has to say. The crisis inside Warner Bros. Games has reached new depths. In its Q1 2025 financial report, Warner Bros. Discovery confirmed a staggering 48% decline in revenue from Warner Bros. Games, citing a lack of new releases. Oh, is that the problem? And the long shadow of last year's disastrous Sweet Baby Inc. collab, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Hey, in case you forgot, they collabed with Sweet Baby Inc. That's why it was so bad. Honestly, that was a big reason why it was so bad, I'm sure. What began as a major gamble at a live service superhero title has now rippled across the entire company, costing executives their jobs, shuttering long-standing studios, and calling into question the company's future in gaming. Well, they kind of did that themselves. Instead of giving the gamers what they wanted, they did a complete 180, ran in the other direction, and then made a game like off on some shitty little island. And they're like, hey, this is what you wanted, right? Microtransactions, cosmetics, and killing the heroes that you wanted to play as. It's insane. You can't make this up. A collapse years in the making. Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League, the failed live service game from Rocksteady Studios, continues to drag Warner Bros. Down. The Warner Bros. Game and Rocksteady title reportedly lost the company $200 million. And with the narrative direction steered heavily by Sweet Baby Inc., it was widely panned by fans and critics alike for its weak gameplay, divisive storytelling, and baffling treatment of iconic DC heroes. So, I think you guys might like to see this. In case you don't believe what they're saying here about Sweet Baby Inc.'s corruption and their hand in this, let's look at what Harley Quinn looks like from Arkham City. Here she is. Batman's Arkham City Harley Quinn. There she is. Now let's look at Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Huh. Now let's get a side by side here. Huh, you notice something a little different? Something's changed a little bit. I can't quite put my finger on it, but there's just something a little different about this design than this design. But I can't quite put my finger on it. Sorry about that. Continuing on. The failed live service game from Rocksteady continues to drag them down, blah, blah, blah. Sweet Baby Inc., known for its narrative consulting services, has become a lightning rod in the industry. Projects influenced by Sweet Baby Inc., such as Unknown 9 Awakening, total fucking disaster. South of Midnight, also a fucking disaster. Both of these games lost a shitload of money financially. Well, what else would it be if not financially? And more have seen commercial failures and widespread backlash. Sweet Baby Inc. involvement in Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is increasingly viewed as a critical mistake by Warner Bros. Games leadership, and one that continues to haunt the studio's reputation and bottom line. Hell, any company that gets involved with Sweet Baby Inc., yeah, it's going to haunt them for a long time, because it's going to make a lot of their old fans just leave. They're just gone. They're not coming back either. The goodwill's gone. And if you betray them, they're just going to find someone else who hasn't betrayed them. That's kind of where we're at in the industry. In response to mounting losses, Warner Bros. Games implemented a sweeping restructuring plan earlier this year. The fallout included the cancellation of the highly anticipated Wonder Woman game and the permanent closure of Monolith Productions, the beloved studio behind the Middle-earth series and Warner Bros. Patented Nemesis system. Oh, like Shadow of Mordor. Okay, yeah, I actually played the first game. It was okay. I thought it was a little overrated, but it was pretty fun. Wonder Woman has slated to be groundbreaking open-world title featuring procedurally generated storytelling through the Nemesis system. Okay. With visuals that impressed early fans in hopes of exploring the mythos of Diana Prince's world in depth, the project represented one of the few bright spots in Warner Bros. Game future slate. Its cancellation, along with Monolith's shuttering, was seen by many as an act of desperation, cutting potential greatness to stop the bleeding. That is a shame and all, but you know what I would have liked more than a Wonder Woman game? Like a Batman, another Batman game. That's what everyone else wants too. It's just more Batman games. That's all people really want in DC. People just really like Batman games. That's what sells. Don't believe me? Just look. That's what sells. The Batman games. Of course, Rocksteady, the company responsible for bringing Sweet Baby Inc. to Warner Bros. Games, continues on and is reportedly working on a new Batman title? Really? Oh, I read this wrong. I read this as they were still bringing on Sweet Baby Inc. It looks like, no, they're not. Sorry, I read that wrong. But it's just Rocksteady. Interesting. Well, they should. Like I said, they should literally just make Batman games, because apparently that's all people really want from them. The company reported no major game releases in Q1 2025, which further amplified the damage. With no new content to offset the previous year's losses, Warner Bros. Gaming division was left floundering. When titles like Hogwarts Legacy and Mortal Kombat 1 continued to generate some revenue, they weren't enough to sustain the division's financial needs. Okay, so they're not doing too well, even despite huge, massive, successful games like Hogwarts Legacy. The result? A 48% drop in quarterly revenue and a 16% decline across the entire studio's segment, with Warner Bros. Overall reporting $9 billion in Q1 revenue, down 9% year over year. All right, so they're down 9%. There's the number right there. 9%. Studio shutdowns and executive shakeups. Earlier this year, Warner Bros. Shut down Player First Games, developers of Multiverses, Monolith Productions, and Warner Bros. Game Studios San Diego, all while removing the head of the gaming division, David Haddad. The decision to close Monolith while Rocksteady remains intact continues to frustrate fans, particularly given the former's history of quality and innovation versus the latter's role in one of gaming's most costly misfires. Rocksteady is reportedly still in operation and rumored to be developing a new Batman game, though fans remain skeptical given the studio's handling of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, the optics of shuttering successful studios while allowing the creators of the failed title to press forward has done little to rebuild trust. And yeah, I don't blame people. They shouldn't trust them. They betrayed them. They made a dog shit game that spat in the face of all their fans. And yeah, they shouldn't have any trust left. It's gone. You can't just get that back. The goodwill is gone. The trust is gone. And like I said, that doesn't just come back. You can't just get that back. You can earn that through a long time of proving that you are now trustful and that surely you won't betray your fans again. But that's going to take a long time to build that trust again. The path forward. Fewer bets, bigger brands. Warner Bros. Now says it will focus on its 4 template franchises: Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, Mortal Kombat, DC. Just remove DC and just replace it with Batman. With emphasis on Batman and top tier characters. There you go. Just don't even care about the top tier characters. Literally just Batman. That's all people really seem to care about. So just do that. The company claims these IPs have each generated over $1 billion in the past consumer sales and hopes to use them as anchors for future projects. However, with a rapidly shrinking stable of internal studios and creative talent, it's unclear how sustainable this strategy will be. A gaming division in freefall. From a $200 million Sweet Baby Inc. failure and canceled flagship projects to mass layoffs and executive turnover, the past year has been devastating for Warner Bros. Games. What was once a promising arm of the entertainment giant is now in full retreat, scaling back ambition, shuttering innovation, and struggling to maintain fan trust. There it is again, fan trust. They're not maintaining it because they destroyed it, because they decimated it, they obliterated it, they shat all over the trust. You know, like I said, look at Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. It's just a complete betrayal. No one wanted that. So yeah, people don't trust them anymore. There is no trust left. They have to rebuild it from scratch. Mr. Freeze's pride outfit. Oh no. Oh no. Why? Alright, if there's a pride outfit in the video game, where's my MAGA outfit? Huh? Where's that? How about you just don't put either of them in the game? There. Problem solved. I hate this shit so much. The full damage caused by Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League and its collaborators like Sweet Baby Inc. continues to unfold, but one thing is clear. The cost of chasing trends instead of quality has never been higher. And this is just a great representation, a visual representation of how they fucking betrayed you. They put a pride flag costume in their superhero video game. So, yeah, Warner Bros. Games, I don't really care. I mean, hell, I haven't played one of their games since Arkham City. So, needless to say, I'm not particularly invested in this. But hell, if they do make a comeback, if they do rebuild player trust, I will applaud them and I will actually cover that and let everyone know that they're doing the right thing. But right now, you have no reason to trust these people. We just have to wait and see what their next actions are. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, like it. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe. I'm a new channel, so subscriptions do go a really long way. And thanks again for watching. Peace.